A strong foundation is a must.
I am Miss Roanen Basilio, your grade 1 and grade 2 mathematics teacher.
And I am Miss Aliyah Raven M. Reyes, your grade 2 and grade 3 mathematics teacher. Join us as we discuss the foundational topics in math. Stay tuned!
Do you know the operation behind putting things together? That is called addition. Addition is the process of putting or combining things together. Addition without regrouping. Example. $245 plus 123. First, we need to align the numbers according to their place value. 5 and 3 are in the ones place. 4 and 2 are in the tens place. 2 and 1 are in the hundreds place. Next, start adding at the ones place. 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. The sum of 245 and 123 is 368. Let's have another example. 756 plus 243. First, we need to align the numbers according to their place value. 6 and 3 are in the ones place. 5 and 4 are in the tens place. 7 and 2 are in the hundreds place. Let's start adding in the ones place. 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. The sum of 756 and 243 is 999. Addition with regrouping. Example. $261 plus 252. First, you need to align the numbers according to their place value. 1 and 2 are in the ones place. 6 and 5 are in the tens place. 2 and 2 are in the hundreds place. Start adding from the ones place. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. 6 plus 5 is equal to 11. Since 11 is a two-digit number, carry over 1 to the next place value. One plus 2 plus 2 is equal to 5. So, the sum of 261 and 252 is 513. Let's have another example. 529 plus 131. First, we need to align the numbers according to their place value. 9 and 1 are in the ones place. 2 and 3 are in the tens place. 5 and 1 are in the hundreds place. Start adding at the ones place. 9 and 1 is equal to 10. Since 10 is a two-digit number, carry over 1 to the next place value. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 6. 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. The sum of 529 and 131 is 660.
You know the inverse operation of addition? That is subtraction. Subtraction is the process of taking a number away from another number. Subtraction without regrouping. For example, (642) minus 411. First, align the numbers according to their place value. 2 and 1 are in the ones place. 4 and 1 are in the tens place. 6 and 4 are in the hundreds place. Let's start subtracting. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. The difference of 642 and 411 is 231. Let's have another example. 874 minus 562. First, align the numbers according to their place value. 4 and 2 are in the ones place. 7 and 6 are in the tens place. 8 and 5 are in the hundreds place. Let's start subtracting. 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. 7 minus 6 is equal to 1. 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. The difference of 874 and 562 is 312. Subtraction with regrouping. Example. (835) minus 644. First, align the numbers according to their place value. 5 and 4 are in the ones place. 3 and 4 are in the tens place. 8 and 6 are in the hundreds place. Let's start subtracting. 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. 3 minus 4. Since 3 is smaller than 4, we borrow 1 from 8 in the hundreds place. 8 will become 7. Put the borrowed 1 to make 3 13. 13 minus 4 is equal to 9. Continue subtracting. 7 minus 6 is equal to 1. The difference of 835 and 644 is 191. Let's have another example. 276 minus 248. First, align the numbers according to their place value. 6 and 8 are in the ones place. 7 and 4 are in the tens place. 2 and 2 are in the hundreds place. Let's start subtracting. 6 minus 8. Since 6 is smaller than 8, we borrow 1 from 7. 7 will become 6, and 6 in the ones place will become 16. 16 minus 8 is equal to 8. Next, 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. The difference of 276 and 248 is 28. Do you know, instead of adding continuously, you can just use multiplication. Multiplication is the process of repeated addition. Multiplication. Multiplication as repeated addition. Example. (8 times 3). We can find the product of 8 times 3 by adding 8 3 times. Example, 8 plus 8 plus 8 is equal to 24. Because 8 plus 8 is equal to 16. And 16 plus 8 is equal to 24. The product of 8 times 3 is equal to 24. Multiplication without regrouping. For example, 24 times 2. To get the product of 24 times 2, we have to multiply the ones digit of the bottom number to the ones digit of the top number. 2 times 4 is equal to 8. Next, multiply the ones digit of the bottom number to the tens digit of the top number. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. The product of 24 times 2 is equal to 48. Let's have another example. 23 times 12. To get the product of 23 times 12, we have to multiply the ones digit of the bottom number to the ones digit of the top number. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. Next, multiply the ones digit of the bottom number to the tens digit of the top number. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. 46 is our first partial product. Next, multiply the tens digit of the bottom number to the ones digit of the top number. 1 times 3 is equal to 3. Place the partial product on the tens place since the bottom number is on the tens place. Next, multiply the tens digit of the bottom number to the tens digit of the top number. 1 times 2 is equal to 2. 23 is our second partial product. Lastly, get the sum of the two partial products. To get the product, bring down 6. Next, 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. Next, bring down 2. The product of 23 times 12 is 276. Multiplication with regrouping. For example, 45 times 3. To get the product of 45 and 3, first, multiply the ones digit of the bottom number to the ones digit of the top number. 3 times 5 is equal to 15. Since 15 is a double digit number, we leave 5 in the ones place and carry over 1 to the tens place. Continue multiplying. Multiply the ones digit of the bottom number to the tens digit of the top number. 3 times 4 is equal to 12. Add the carried over number 1. 12 plus 1 is equal to 13. Since there are no number next to it, we write 13 as it is. The product of 45 and 3 is equal to 135. Let's have another example. 72 times 53. To get the product of 72 and 53, first, multiply the ones digit of the bottom number to the ones digit of the top number. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. Next, multiply the ones digit of the bottom number to the tens digit of the top number. 3 times 7 is equal to 21. 216 is our first partial product. Continue multiplying. Multiply the tens digit of the bottom number to the ones digit of the top number. 5 times 2 is equal to 10. Since 10 is a double-digit number, leave 0 on the tens place and carry over 1 to the tens place. Continue multiplying. Multiply the tens digit of the bottom number to the tens digit of the top number. 5 times 7 is equal to 35. Then add the carried over number 1. 35 plus 1 is equal to 36. 360 is our second partial product. Now, let's add. Bring down 6. 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. 2 plus 6 is equal to 8. Bring down 3. The product of 72 and 53 is 3,816.
Do you know the process of sharing equally? That is division. Division is the process of repeated subtraction. Division as repeated subtraction. Example. Eight divided by 2. In dividing, we can use repeated subtraction. For example, 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. Let's subtract again 2. 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. And lastly, 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. How many times did I subtracted 2 from 8? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So therefore, 8 divided by 2 is 4. Let's have another example. 12 divided by 3. In dividing, we can use repeated subtraction. Let's try. 12 minus 3 is equal to 9. Let's subtract 3 from 9. 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. Let's again subtract 3. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Let's again subtract 3 from 3. 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. How many times did I subtracted 3 from 12? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So therefore, 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4.
Division without remainder. For example, 42 divided by 2. Divide 4 by our divisor 2. 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. Place the answer on top of the number being divided. Next, we multiply. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. After multiplying, we then subtract. 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. Bring down 2. Next, we divide the difference by our divisor 2. 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. Next, we multiply. 1 times 2 is equal to 2. Let's subtract. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. The quotient of 42 and 2 is equal to 21. For example, 36 divided by 3. Let's start dividing. 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. Place your answer on top of the number being divided. Next, multiply 1 by our divisor 3. 1 times 3 is equal to 3. Next, we subtract. 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. Bring down 6. Next, divide 6 to our divisor 3. 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. Let's multiply. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. After multiplying, let's subtract. 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. The quotient of 36 and 3 is equal to 12. Division with remainder. For example, 38 divided by 3. Let's divide 3 by our divisor 3. 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. Next, let's multiply 1 by 3. 1 times 3 is equal to 3. Let's subtract. 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. Bring down 8. 8 divided by 3. How many 3's can we get from 8? Let's try. 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. We cannot subtract 2 with 3 anymore. So we count how many times we use 3 to subtract. 1, 2. We place 2 above the number being divided. Next, we multiply. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. Subtract. 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. Since we can't divide 2 with 3 anymore, 2 will become our remainder. The quotient of 38 divided by 3 is 12 remainder 2. Let's have another example. 27 divided by 2. First, let's divide 2 with our divisor 2. 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. Next, we multiply. 1 times 2 is equal to 2. Subtract. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Bring down 7. 7 divided by 2. How many 2's can we get from 7? Let's try. 7 minus 2 is equal to 5. 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. We can't subtract 1 with 3 anymore. Let's count how many times we use 2. 1, 2, 3. Place the number 3 above the number being divided. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. Let's subtract. 7 minus 6 is equal to 1. 1 becomes our remainder. The quotient of 27 and 2 is 13 remainder 1.
Do you know how to divide whole numbers?
Into halves,
Into thirds?
into fourths,
And so on.
those are called fractions. Fractions represents equal parts of a whole.
Comparing similar fractions using relationship symbols greater than, less than, and equal to. Similar fractions are fractions with the same denominator. If the denominator are the same, then the fraction with greater numerator is the greater fraction. The fraction with lesser numerator is the lesser fraction. If the numerators are equal, the fractions are equivalent. For example, let's have 3/4 and 2/4. 3/4 and 2/4 have the same denominator, which is 4. So therefore, they are similar fractions. Let's now compare their numerator, 3 and 2. 3 is greater than 2, so it means that 3/4 is greater than 2/4. Let's have another example. 1 over 7 and 5 over 7. 1 over 7 and 5 over 7 are similar fractions because their denominator are the same. So now let's compare their numerator. 1 and 5. 1 is less than 5. So therefore, 1 over 7 is less than 5 over 7. Next example, let's have 2/3 and 2/3. 2/3 and 2/3 are similar fractions because they have the same denominator. Now, let's compare their numerator. 2 and 2. 2 are equal, so therefore 2/3 and 2/3 are equal. How about if we have 4 over 4 and 1? Do you know that if the numerator and the denominator are the same, it is equivalent to 1 whole? So therefore, 4 over 4 and 1 are both equal. Comparing dissimilar fractions using relationship symbols greater than, less than, and equal to. Dissimilar fractions are fractions with different denominator. If the denominator are not the same, cross-multiply. Multiply the numbers diagonally and then compare the product. Example. Let's have 1/3 and 3/4. 1/3 and 3/4 are dissimilar fractions because they don't have the same denominator. Now, let's cross multiply. Let's multiply the numbers diagonally. 1 times 4 is equal to 4. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. Now, let's compare the products. 4 and 9. 4 is less than 9. So therefore, 1/3 is less than 3/4. Let's have another example. Let's have 3/5 and 5 over 6. 3/5 and 5 over 6 are the similar fractions, so we cross multiply. 3 times 6 is equal to 18. 5 times 5 is equal to 25. 18 and 25 are the products. Let's compare. 18 is less than 25. So therefore, we can say that 3/5 is less than 5 over 6. Next example, let's have 3/4 and 2/5. 3/4 and 2/5 are the similar fractions. So now, let's cross multiply. 3 times 5 is equal to 15. And 4 times 2 is equal to 8. Let's compare the product. 15 and 8. 15 is greater than 8. So therefore, we can say that 3/4 is greater than 2/5.
I hope you learned a lot today. Thank you for listening. See you on our next videos.